Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell, because what I do here is all about Cardano and the Cardano ecosystem. So today I'm taking a look back at the Cardano Summit 2021, which happened over the weekend. I'll go through some of the main highlights, some of the main announcements that are in it. There was a huge amount of information, so I'll probably do some other follow-up videos throughout the week. This one will be looking at some of the major announcements that was made, giving you my opinion, my interpretation of them. Later tonight, probably tomorrow at this stage, I'll do one looking at the price, the impact on the market and all of that type of stuff. But for this one, we'll keep it focused on some of the announcements that were made. So I will ask you, please do give the video a like, leave a comment below, let me know what you think of it, and please do share it out there. Let's spread the word about this, because lots of different agencies aren't spreading what these announcements are about, and hopefully this will give people an insight into what Cardano are doing and how I think this plays into the future. We'll start off with a very quick video from Tim Harrison. It's about a minute to a minute and a half long, looking at a review of the summit and some of the main highlights there, and then we'll jump into a bit more of a breakdown on some of the individual ones. So let's get into it.
We've announced major partnerships with Fortune 250 company Dish and Boost Mobile. We revealed partnerships with Chainlink and with Quant, adding new capabilities to Atala Prism. We announced collaborations with Rival eSport and with Veritree, and we've shared details on a brand new $6 million investment fund for Africa. We also announced that COTI will serve as the official issuer of Djed, a new stablecoin for Cardano, and a partnership with Oasis to open up funding for developing nations. We also met UTXO, one of the first regulated institutions to operate a public stake pool, not only in the Philippines, but in the world. And we looked ahead with keynotes from Charles and the Input-Output executive team, plus the leadership of Emurgo and the Cardano Foundation. We talked about Project Catalyst and the DCF, two of the key elements helping shape our future growth. We announced the UTXO Alliance, an important new industry collaboration to drive innovation within the ecosystem. And we talked about our commitment to research and working with leading academic institutions. We also looked at certification and dApp stores, Marlow and Glow, sidechains, light wallets, Mithril, stablecoins, Hydra and Babel fees, just a few of the innovations around the corner to keep building the world's leading blockchain platform. Plus you, the community, the stake pools you're running, the projects and the tools you're building, the other community members that you're supporting and cheering on. The Cardano community continues to grow, and thousands of you join the many meetups hosted across the world. This summit has been for you and about you, and made possible by you.
Okay, so we'll start out here with the Dish Network announcement, which was probably the biggest, or up there with the biggest announcements at the event. So who are Dish Network first? So Dish Network are a Fortune 500, well actually a Fortune 250 company, which means they are a very big outfit. So they own a company. This video in the background here actually is Charles sitting down with the CEO of Dish Network and talking through how the partnership came to be, came through a mutual friend about 9 months ago, and they've been doing a lot of work and a lot of planning since then. So I'll put the links below for anyone who wants to dig a bit deeper into what all of this means. But Dish Network actually owns Boost Mobile as well, who have about 8 to 9 million customers. So what they're going to be doing initially is rolling out DIDs, or decentralized IDs, digital IDs, to all of their customers. With this technology, which is based on Atala Prism, we've heard of this before with Ethiopia. I think I have something here. So we've talked about this here before, about the Ethiopian deal, where the technology has been rolled out to 5 million students and teachers to put their education system and identity on the blockchain. So with Dish, they're doing this initially, giving people a decentralized ID, and then they're going to be bringing in loyalty programs and stuff like that as well. So Dish are not new to cryptocurrencies. They were one of the first companies in the space to actually accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment. So this isn't just that they want to tag on blockchain. They're actually looking for utility and what can actually be done. And to me, this, once again, like the Ethiopian deal, can open up the outside world to Cardano and what is possible. This here is the same thing again for me, and that this is starting out with one fairly big company. Like 8 to 9 million customers is not a small company, but what it's going to show is what's possible and open the doors for so many more to follow. It's all based on Atala Prism. For anyone who hasn't heard of Atala Prism, Atala Prism is something that can give you back your identity and control of your ID. So you can use, there is an Atala Prism app. I might do a full video on this showing how the app actually works. There is an interactive city here that you can go in and check it out, how the ID system works. You can launch the interactive city there. I'm not going to do it here, but you can go in, you can create your ID. It's then stored on the app, which is connected to the blockchain. You've got your seed phrase as well to restore it if you ever need to. You can have your ID on that. You can have proof of your job, proof of your education. So if you ever need to use that when you're going into something, whether it's something to do with insurance, something to do with a job, something to do with the government, you need to prove your ID. You can give them access to the Djed on your account. And what's the most important part as well is that you can revoke that at any stage as well. So you remain in full control. So I will probably do a full video looking at Atala Prism and what that actually means in a future video. But we'll move on to see what are some of the other announcements that came out as well. We also seen something from a Quant. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is going to enhance what is possible through Atala Prism. Again, when I get into Atala Prism in a separate video, I look a bit deeper into that as well. So another very big one was Chainlink. And this isn't one that I was expecting at the conference either. I thought at some stage Chainlink would turn to Cardano, but I didn't think it would be just this early. So again, to see them turning right now is they see huge potential in what Cardano are doing and what is being built. So Chainlink is one of, I suppose, the go-to project or go-to company in the space for when you think about Oracle solutions. They are definitely the biggest one out there that I'm aware of anyway. And for anyone who's not familiar with what an Oracle or Chainlink does, essentially they give real-time market data to projects. So something like a DEX or lending and borrowing platforms, they need up to the second accurate price feeds. So again, Chainlink gives access to external APIs, they aggregate them and give a real-time data, real-time price of what is going on. So initially the information feeds for real-time market prices will be linked to Cardano. Over time, additional data feeds on sports, weather will follow for use with insurance, gaming and NFTs. So I expect this to grow a lot over time. It's great to see Chainlink coming over to Cardano, not porting to Cardano, but actually providing the service for Cardano now, because initially they were Ethereum, they do a few other projects there as well, but a lot of them are Solidity based, so it's very easy to make the move and provide it for other projects there. But for Cardano, it's a little bit more difficult. So to see a company the size of Chainlink coming over and doing that, it is a very good sign. There's another video there over on the IOHK YouTube channel of Chainlink themselves talking about what this all actually means. We then seen the partnership announcement of Rival, so esports giant Rival goes Cardano, the evolution of fan engagement. So they said, we're thrilled to announce that we've joined forces with esports giant Rival to build agnostic NFT marketplaces for their roster and sports teams. So again, I haven't been able to dig that deep into this yet, but if we look at Rival here, you can see they have operations in 2 continents. Their current partnership roster includes NFL's Seattle Seahawks, the Arizona Coyotes, NBA Detroit Pistons, Aston Villa and Watford in the Premiership, and lots more companies there as well. So I will dig deeper into that and come back with a bit more information on it. But it's great to see more and more partnerships, more utility, and a wide varying degree of partnerships as well. Another one was luxury spirits brand chooses Cardano to verify alcohol supply chain. In the past, we've talked about Atala Scan with the winery, which we're going to use Atala Scan for their track and trace system on the blockchain. Again, there's so much fraud, so much, I suppose, copies out there. With something like Atala Scan, you can track from production right up to delivery that it is the real product and not a counterfeit product. So again, it's probably a video for another time to dig into what Atala Scan actually is. So this is something else as well that I seen. These are screenshots I took while I was watching it live. Was the IOG new Light wallet that they're working on called Project 1. So you can see there will be a mobile version and a web version as well. So again, they're a little bit blurry because I took screenshots of what I was watching in the actual virtual world. This was the mobile version. People who've used Yoroi will have had lots of issues lately, especially with rewards and not calculating or showing properly, but that is actually fixed today as far as I know. Daedalus can be very slow at times, so it's great to see new wallets coming out as well. You can see this would be the web version, nice and clean. NFTs all built into it, visualizing the NFTs as well. So with UI or Daedalus right now, you can't actually see the image, so it's great to see they're working on something like this as well. Full activity track, so as you can see, the UI looks very clean. This again is something I need to dig into in a future video, but the DApp store that has been worked on as well, a decentralized app store where you can come in and see what types of apps or DApps are built on top of Cardano that you want to use. There's also in the store, you can see the rating system, you can see everything to do with these apps, what's verified, what's not as well. Then one other part as well is voting, so not just Catalyst voting, but as things progress within Cardano, we will have full governance and voting within the ecosystem, within the blockchain, so every change can be voted on, so that will be available within the wallet as well. So then we have the ROI, return on impact, which is the Cardano Impact Challenge to plant 1 million trees, and these are all verified on the blockchain as well as they get planted. So if we check up here, this is powered by Veritree, the first edition for the Cardano Forest. It's currently 19% funded. It only started a day ago. So already they have 185,300 trees not planted, but actually paid for, that will be planted next year. So that's out of a goal of 1 million. I did make my own donation today of 500 trees to the cause. So it is a really good initiative to be out there. Cardano is it's already seen as one of the greener blockchains that is out there because we are proof of stake. So even though we have 3,000 stake pools right now, which really helps with decentralization, the power consumption is very, very low. An initiative like this puts Cardano as a carbon neutral blockchain, I would say. I think it's something 200 and something, maybe 300,000 trees would make us carbon neutral as a network. I do need to look that up as well, and I'll check it out after this as well to see what the exact figures are. But you can come in here and you can donate. There's different levels. You can do anything from 15 ADA to get involved, and then there's different perks with the different levels. So next up, we've seen on day 2, started out with Charles and Ben introducing us to Grace, which is an AI bot that is aimed at the healthcare sector, and SingulaityNet is porting over part of their tokens over to the Cardano blockchain, and they will be using the Cardano blockchain to help power Grace as well. So Ben says, apart from the inherent security and privacy that it will provide, the move to Cardano will dramatically improve Grace's performance and lead to lower, predictable and stable costs. Cardano also solves the scalability challenge, meaning Grace's brain can operate at the highest level and process biodata quicker. So again, if you're into AI or anything like that, Ben Gortzel's SingulaityNet is something to take a look at. We also seen a partnership with Oasis Pro, which is aimed at giving the developing world better access to financial markets. So IOHK and Oasis Pro formed a groundbreaking partnership to develop an alternative trading system that will use blockchain tech to open up participation in primary bond markets to developing countries. So they're looking to essentially create a bond issuance platform. This is something I'm not all that familiar with, so I will need to dig into it. And all of the stuff I'm talking about here, all of the videos, the interviews, and lots more from the summit are going to be uploaded to a website. Once that is available, I'll put the link down below. And as always, I'll be sharing it out across social media as well. We also seen UBX, which is one of the first, I'm not sure if they're the first or one of the first regulated institutions to be running a public stake pool on Cardano. I'm not sure the specifics on what this all means, but to see big entities like this running pools on top of Cardano means people are taking notice. So then we got the news that COTI are going to be the ones to issue the Djed stablecoin on Cardano. So Djed is an algorithmic stablecoin. If we look over here on the Djed.xyz site, you can see a crypto-backed algorithmic stablecoin that acts as an autonomous bank developed by IOG and issued by COTI. So it's not like a stablecoin that has fiat sitting in a bank or supposedly has fiat sitting in a bank. It is a lot different. I'll do a future video looking to dig into this, But COTI are the ones that are going to take the Djed coin to the next level, that you can actually use it in payments, use it in the real world as well as just on the blockchain. So I'll do a video diving a bit deeper into that as well. Looking on the funding side, Cardano Fund injecting 6 million to support Africa's pioneers. So this is a fund that is looking to back some of the biggest blockchain-based products and services in Africa. So again, great to see initiatives like this. Another really big one coming out as well was Emurgo, who announced that they're going to invest 100 million into the Cardano ecosystem to accelerate DeFi, NFT solutions, and blockchain education as well. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more on that over the next while as well. And when I do get any information on that and anything else that I've went through here, I will let you guys know. Last one then is the UTXO Alliance. So if you're a developer interested in the UTXO model, then this could be something for you to check out. This is where different blockchain companies and developers are going to be coming together to actually look and see how they can improve the UTXO solution and make ways to go forward. So each of the projects will have their own ways of working, their own ways to scale the blockchain, but this is an initiative to try and find common ground and help each of them develop their own individual solutions as well. Okay, so this video probably went longer than I had planned. I do hope it has been useful for some of you guys, and if you have found it useful, please do share it out there, give the video a like, leave a comment below. We'll be back with lots more information on the summit and Cardano in general, because to me, things are only really starting to get rolling right now. As we get into the end of October, into November, things are going to get extremely busy for Cardano in terms of projects launching and in terms of what we see, how we see the markets reacting as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you soon.